Alright. It's recording. We're on a. It's cool. You do the intro. It's
Oh,
not a real episode
okay.
anyway.
Okay. It's half of a real episode.
Yeah. It's budget. We're running out of. We're running low on our budget.
We're
Couldn't afford a
missing
full
three.
episode.
We're missing 3/5 of the cast, but that's okay.
Yep. A paltry 40% have arrived.
Let me know when we're recording. I think
We
you
are
said.
recording. We have been
Oh,
recording.
happy birthday! Anyways, hi, welcome everybody to the Monkey Brains podcast. This is another half episode. Due to some unforeseen factors that have affected the appearances of certain members, which is most. But
Yep.
today we have,
Me, Amber. That's me.
and I'm Soul. How's your day going, Amber?
Pretty good, I'd say.
That's
Uh,
good.
it was a bit of a shame when I checked the channel's bank account and saw we didn't have enough to afford all the members being here today. But we'll make do. I think we're like moderately entertaining, the two of us. So
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine.
I
It
sure hope
is.
so,
I
because
should turn on. I should put on the mute. I have a. I should put on the music that I normally do. My cool
I just
music.
banged my desk. I just banged my.
I can tell because it says Soul is typing in chat.
You know
Uh,
why I did that?
yeah.
So, my favorite Pokemon is Magnemite. And right now in the Pokemon trading card game Pocket app, um, there's currently an event going on where they have like exclusive promo cards available in in Wonder Picking, which is basically picking one card out of a pack that somebody else got for the funsies and the lulls.
Mhm.
I opened my Wonder Picking thing, and the event has two Pokemon in the spotlight. It's Bulbasaur and Magnemite. I fucking love Magnemite so much. And literally, I kid you not, I opened up the Wonder Pick. There's five cards to choose from. Four of them are Magnemite.
Wow.
Four of them, and one of them is a Bulbasaur. So I'm like,
Mhm.
cool. I click it and I get into the Wonder Pick, shovels the cards. One of the cards is Bulbasaur. I don't really care for it, although I don't have it, but I would much prefer getting the Magnemite if they are available. If they are available. So I open a card. Well, I flip a card around, and I am just immeasurably disappointed because I got the Bulbasaur.
Wow.
And it's a new card, so it's not like I can't. It's not like I could be mad about it, but I am. But I am.
I shouldn't be mad about this, but arg.
but um, but yeah,
I
no,
shouldn't be
that's
mad
my.
about this, but the souls of the wicked will come to curse you forever for doing this to me.
I will plant a curse on this individual who opened this pack. Wait, I think it was River. No, that's just no. The promo pack
I think you
is
should
from
place
the
a
game
curse on
itself.
Rever regardless.
Honey, Humblia, Hal, Livia Song. I don't know. I don't know how to put curses. I'm not a druid.
You're no 3 a.m. YouTuber.
Mm-mm. I'm not a. That's, I'm not that motherfucker that went la 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 Elmo. That one guy
We
who
should.
was fucking insulted by Elmo.
You people get haunted by the weirdest shit nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't my hyperfixations haunt me? They already do, but like in a different way.
They haunt me in a not good way.
Yeah. I want them God, I wish they were real.
I just look in like the doorway and I see like a shiny Magnemite, and I'm like, holy shit! And I grab my Pokemon Go Plus Plus and I throw it, but it fades through the imaginary Magnemite and I break my device.
my hyperfixations become real. I'm getting married tomorrow.
Who's the lucky bride?
Can you guess?
Um, the dragon from Shrek.
No.
I just
They're
kidding. I
taken.
just kidding.
I'm not
That's true.
gonna marry a married woman, alright?
That's true.
I'm not interested in the first place, but I'm not she already got Donkey. I'm not trying to to butt into that.
And I don't even think that would work because Donkey knows how to make Donkey knows how to make waffles. Everyone likes waffles.
Does he? I didn't know that lore.
You don't know? He was like talking to Shrek about like sleeping over. And it's like, that's so cool. We can have sleep over, have a good time, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
I mean, goodness knows why I would remember that. It's been like years since I watched Shrek.
I mean, fair point. You know what's funny? Relating to Shrek, I was scrolling through my Facebook this morning, and on Facebook there was a post. Apparently there's like a Shrek rave thing that happens here in San Diego. It's like Shrek. It's like Shrek Con or something. No, not Shrek Con, but it's a different convention that relates to Shrek. It's like the Shrek rave, and it showed like Shrek with like an edited photo of like 2025 New Year's like glasses on and like sparklers in his hands, and it's like um it's like what was the tagline? It was like, it's weird, just have fun. And you know what? I bought tickets that very second. I'm just kidding.
Blow all your money on Shrek memorabilia.
The only money I would blow on is money that's on fire.
The only money I would blow is if the money was a hot woman.
You know what? Fair point. I agree.
You get it. You get it.
I do. I do. I get the reference. Star Wars. I'm just kidding. What have you been up to? It's been a good bit since we caught up, or like have talked, like was 1-on-1.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm honestly not much. I've mostly been I've been doing stuff with Adam, and I've been playing. I got back into Relink, and have been playing that way too much. as I normally do. I've how many hours have I clocked into that game at this point? 222.9.
Oh wow.
It is, how's that on my, it is my 5th most played game on Steam now.
Oh man.
So I've
Hey man.
yeah, there is a lot to do. A lot of it's grinding, but there is a lot to do. That's my...
To be fair, grinding takes a lot of time, so I understand it.
Yeah, literally all I've been doing on the game is grinding, because I'm not at a... I'm, like, kind of weak in, like, for the next, like, objectives I have to go for, which is, like, this boss that I've challenged, like, 20 times over, and failed it, like, every time.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because my damage is so low for it, but, you know. It's fun.
Mm.
It has multiplayer, like up to 4-player multiplayer. So it's another one of those games that falls into the category of God. I wish someone would spend $60 so they could play it with me on their low end PC that will run at 20 FPS with. But you know,
Mm. Fair point.
it's also
Fair
it
enough.
also it takes up like 100 GB. That's a
I,
bit more than exaggeration. It takes up a lot of space. It can't. Yeah, it's that wasn't a joke. It actually does cost $60. Um,
oh,
80 if you want to buy the special edition, which I did.
ooh, ooh.
I think I got. I forget if I got it on discount. I don't remember. It's been a while since I actually bought it. When did I get it? Steam. Remind me. It doesn't remind me. I don't know where you check
Just,
when you got it. When you got a game.
just
But
Steam. Check my
hey,
pictures
Steam.
history.
Show me a picture of this guy's balls.
Hey, Steam.
Uh,
Send me a picture of this girl's ball.
even better. uh, yeah, I don't remember when I bought it, but it came out end of January this year. So I think a short time after it came out, if I remember correctly. Because it didn't. I got it before it had
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the DLC and like patch stuff. Um, so I ended up like I ended up like I clocked a lot of time into it, mainly, and I mainly got it because I had a friend of mine. That friend being the man who shall not be named. But it's a common trend of this thing I enjoy just came from him. But you know, it is how it is, and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like like the only times I ever really had a multiplayer experience was playing it with him and his brother. And like it's one of those games where it's like, God, I wish more people own this so I could play it with people and not just like have all the bots be on my. It's my curse of like I'm like DJ Khaled suffering from success. I have a good computer and I have money to burn, so I have all these games that are like high end and cost like $50 and are like multiplayer, and it's like, man, wouldn't it be fun if people owned things and had money, you know?
you know, you know. I mean, fair point.
Can't contend with that. I don't know. One day, people will. Man, when we're like in our 30s and we're still doing this podcast because we're wasting our lives. Like everyone will have gotten like a new computer by then, and I can be like, "Hey guys, want to play this like 20-year-old game?"
Man, I already feel old. Like thinking about like old like PlayStation games that I think we still have, like old SpongeBob games and stuff. Cause like that was like when I was like 8, 7, and now it's like I'm fucking 20. I'm gonna be 21 like in May next month, like next year, and that means I can legally buy alcohol. That means I can like I
You're
can do a
legally
lot of
able
like
to
more
ruin your
legal
life.
stuff. I'm legally able to ruin my life, and don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna, at least not on alcohol or like weed or anything like that.
I like how it's like, I won't ruin my life with alcohol. I might ruin it other ways.
I might ruin it with Pokemon Go. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Gacha
kidding.
games are a Well, it's not a gotcha game. Mobile games in general are a stronger drug than anything you can find on the market.
Yeah. Give a crack addict Pokemon Go. See how they react.
They will drop crack immediately.
they, they will throw their spoons on the trash.
They will. They will immediate. They will like. They will like every time they see white powder, they will recoil in agony.
You want to fix the homeless and the drug addict problem in all of the cities in the world? Drop shiny Mewtwo right now. You will
Yeah,
solve the
fuck
problem.
like rehab and any sort of rehabilitation. Just give them a phone with Pokemon Go installed,
Give
and
them a
they'll
new
do the rest.
addiction. That doesn't hurt them more.
Yeah, give them a healthy addiction instead of the unhealthy addiction that they had before.
At least Pokemon Go has warnings so that people don't start walking into like cars and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I
If you're
think
going
like
too fast, it goes like, "Hey, you're going too fast," and it's like, "Okay."
I think that we should rehabilitate all members of society, not by solving the inherent problems that has caused them to get to this point, but instead by giving them something to distract themselves from at all points of their life. I think that's how we solve it. Hire me as a politician, vote me for president, and
Amber for president.
hey, I'm better than what we're gonna have in like a month.
True that.
Anyway, enough politics. I hate politics.
Yeah. You know, I think that we should solve politics with NASCAR.
Do you think like we should like the you get into office by winning a like the Daytona 500?
I want to see Joe Biden drift in the M&M's racing car.
I want to see Joe Biden do like a fucking like I want to see like uh I don't know, Hillary Clinton like wipe out on
Hillary Clinton.
Yep, that's what I said.
And then all of her emails start flying out of the car. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, guys. that was really that was very political of me.
I want Bernie Sanders to pop a sick wheelie.
Bernie Sanders is just gonna have like some like wheels attached to the bottom of the bench that he was sitting on that made him a meme, and then he's just gonna roll around. It's gonna be like, you see me hate rolling, they hate it, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, try to catch me riding dirty, you know.
Yep, that's what's gonna. I think all politics. I think what we should do for like politics is like have all the politicians just engage in like normal sports. Like we have a
Play Mario
basketball
Party.
section. Yeah, esports. Yeah, let's have them play Overwatch.
The Democrats versus the Republicans in a CS:GO match. That would go crazy.
Dude, I want a fucking like Fortnite tournament of all the politicians.
Zone Wars.
I can't wait to see a professional politician do the fucking like default dance and they get the victory royale.
I want to see like. I want to see Kamala Harris and Mike Bloomberg team up to like double pump. Who was that one guy who looked like a turtle?
Look like a
Mitch
turtle.
McConnell. There we go, Mitch McConnell. There.
I can't wait until in the Mitch McConnell's playing and in like the public chat, someone else just calls him Bitch McConnell and like in like mid game.
Itch McConnell. He's just really itchy.
Snitch McConnell.
Fuck that guy.
Practices magic. Call him Witch McConnell.
He's in the
he
movie
he
Lilo and Stitch. Call him Stitch McConnell.
abandon all his friends. Call him Ditch McConnell. King of the underworld. Call him Lich McConnell.
He's in a birch forest. Call him Birch McConnell.
That doesn't even rhyme.
He's a very powerful force in Adventure Time. Call him Lich McConnell.
I already made that joke.
I'm sad.
I already said Lich McConnell.
God, what's?
I can't think of anything else. Real life, call him Mitch McConnell.
He's looking for a ride home. Call him Hitch McConnell.
Yep. Just like sitting in his mansion, call him Rich McConnell.
That's cool.
I think we've used up like every word in the English dictionary that rhymes with Mitch.
I don't know what this word is. Name him Zitch McConnell.
Make him work at fast food. Call him Mitch McDonald.
Mitch McDonald.
That's the
He's
best
following. He's following somebody around. Call him Mitch McFollow. Like how we're just making fun of Mitch McConnell.
I don't even remember who Mitch McConnell is.
He's a Republican. He was a Republican. What was it he was affiliated in the Republican Party.
And I probably don't like him.
Minority Leader of the United States Senate.
Well, alright then. Something tells me he ain't gonna be leading any minorities anytime soon, though. Welcome to Monkey Brains Politics.
Monkey Brains Politics.
I think that we should kill Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh my God! No! No!
For all I've heard about Ellen in like recent times, I honestly can't tell if like she's supposed to be like a bad person or not. Cause like I don't know if it's like things that are like genuine criticisms of like her workplace, or if it's like she's a woman and also gay, so we're going to like hate her more than we realistically should.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't tell if it's like if it's like homophobia, misogyny, or if it's like she's actually doing shitty things. You can't tell anymore. And quite frankly, I haven't really bothered to look into it any more than watching a single video essay. So,
I mean, I was watching some stuff, and quite frankly, I think the consensus is that Ellen DeGeneres is not as good as a person as she portrays herself to be. Considering that, I mean, who isn't, right? I mean, who isn't as good as a person as they portray themselves to be? Mm-hmm. Don't answer that. There's probably a lot of good examples, but for this
I know for a fact that I am a very good person.
Look, for all of this arguments, for this argument, we need to be pessimists here, all right? No optimism. No.
Life is terrible, and you should kill yourself.
Oh my God! Fuck you for being happy.
Don't do that. You should live. Don't be that pessimistic.
No. Be pessimistic to where you can't stand being. You should
love yourself now.
You should love yourself now. Lothar God would never actually ever say that in his life. Just kidding.
I did.
He
Isn't
probably
I'm
would.
pretty sure there's a clip of him like, where he like is being like he does actually say that, like joking about his own quote. Um, I mean that doesn't really make him any better of a person, but you know.
But then again, that's pretty fun.
I remember there was like a
Pretty
time on
funny.
there was like a thing recently on Twitter where it was like low tier god like top 5 funniest people of all time. It's just a shame that he's like a shitty person, and people were all like, he's only that funny because he's a shitty person. You don't say that if you're not. You don't say the type of stuff he does if you're not a shitty person.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough, considering, like, I've seen, like, things here and there of, like, his streams and whatnot, and just, like, man, he is wild. But that's literally, like, what makes his, like, online presence, quite literally.
Yeah, I like
Um,
it's also kind of funny because like it's in the name, but even so, I like every time I remember that he's like a fighting game player, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that."
oh,
Like
yeah.
it's literally in his name, low tier god. He plays low tiers in fighting games, but I always forget. And then I'll see a clip of him playing a fighting game and rage quitting, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, he plays those."
Oh, yeah.
It's even funnier because I play fighting games like all the time. Uh but it's I just don't think of it. Like, the low tier god is a low tier. Well, maybe not
God.
god.
Well, not God,
Okay,
but he's like,
most of the I
he's
don't know
like,
his. Yeah, I don't know his actual like fighting game skill. I've never seen him play a fighting game outside of rage quitting it, and that's just from like random clips. But you know, maybe he's like decent. I guess he probably never. I'm gonna look it up actually. I'm very curious.
yeah,
Low tier god. Uh,
skill level.
uh, tournament placements. I'm genuinely curious. He plays Smash. Apparently. Uh it's, man, it's quite the let's see. Uh what the I went to I apparently
Hmm.
I searched up low tier god tournament placements, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like eighth result is Kiwi Farms.
Oh, what is
Uh,
that?
I don't know, but it's marked red on Shinigami eyes, so I've also heard the name before. So I got a bunch of Reddit threads of like how good is he actually. Um, so on
And
r
they're like
slash
definitive.
fighters on r slash fighters 4 years ago. Could you guys tell me how low tier God is trash at fighting games, please? No short answers. Uh, First, let's see. Top comment. Low tier God is an example of where you can end up in 2 to 3 years of experience, but with no progress past that because of his personality. His ego means that he can't progress past where he's at now because he isn't willing to accept losses or improve. He's better than a fresh beginner, but has a poor mentality, rage quitting and getting incredibly salty. He always blames his opponent or the game for his losses and gets really easily upset when his opponent isn't predictable, usually calling them scrubs slash noobs for not doing something he expected. He's better than your average player, but has plateaued for a long time and won't get any better because of his mindset. He's not good enough to do well in tournaments, but isn't awful at the games he plays. Just that he's stagnated and won't get better.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
So,
sounds about right.
okay. So he's okay. He's just, that's it.
Yeah, he's like he's yeah. It's just a lot of this is just he's mediocre, and uh, that's about it really. Like
Mm.
he's kind of meh and doesn't improve because he is stupid and doesn't do that. He complains and rage quits because that's I mean I knew that because that's all I fucking see of him. I'll see a clip of him playing any fighting game, and it's just like, man, fuck this guy. He's a bitch and plays bad, and his mom's a hoe, and insert slur. um, and that's just kind of what I see of him.
That's like the extent of like. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a very. That doesn't sound like somebody who does well with like being like overpowered.
Yeah, no, I don't think he should be in a position of power. Thank goodness
I mean,
he isn't. I guess.
yeah,
I think I don't know if
yeah.
like he's entered any tournaments. Probably has. I mean, it would make sense, but I think it would be funny to see like him just like make like not even make it out of pools. Is fucking in the middle of
What is his
nothing.
competitive career?
I don't know. I don't know what games he plays actually. Uh, like I don't. I like. It's hard to find. Like if you just look up like low tier god, in anything, you'll get uh
Mm-hmm.
like you'll get like his like rage clips or
Right.
a lot of things that are like he's been banned from like everything
Oh.
for
Oh no. Oh no.
completely justifiable reasons like low tier god banned from all FGC events from this random forum.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, he's banned from Evo uh for his name is Dawa Dawawan Sparrow, apparently. Didn't know that. Uh, I gotta say, never had a reason to know that, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Yeah, apparently the reason that Low Tier God was banned from Evo is for being transphobic. So,
Oh. Well,
uh,
I mean, I didn't. I'm not gonna. I didn't put it past him because he was already a not so savory person.
yeah, I,
Huh.
yeah,
That's fun.
yeah, he ain't exactly a beacon in the fighting game community.
I can relate.
That's why I'm so good.
Yeah, you're like you're like a political person.
Yeah,
you
yep, I'm political. That's
you
me.
have like the political power in fighting game world.
Yeah, I am. I have the political power of playing them way too much and still being kind of just okay at them. My problem is I don't ever go online like ever. I I feel like I could learn if I like sat down and played online a shit ton, but I don't because I have online anxiety. uh,
Hmm.
I just like kind of like relegate myself to being the one who knows too much, and that's about it.
Hmm.
I like. Fun fact: did you know in this game this character can do this weird thing, and that's kind of funny because I watch too many video essays and I don't ever go past that. Did you know about this niche fighting game that came out in X year and is actually really underrated and cool and good? And you can buy it for like $30 on Steam. uh,
Oh.
or you can. Have I ever told you? No, I haven't actually. So, me and Adam at one point in time were scrolling Steam because I had pitched the idea at some point of like, what if we just browsed itch and looked for fighting games on there and see what we find? Because like, browsing itch is like you can find like a diamond in like acres of the rough.
Hmm.
And in our search, we found a few bad ones. We found a few weird ones. We found Sonic
Hmm.
Smackdown, which is a Sonic fighting game that rips animations from Smash like 1-to-1. Like for some
Oh,
reason, Mighty is just me brawler for no reason.
that's that's kind of not funny, but what?
We also found one called, which is not the topic, but it's worth bringing up. Uh, a fighting game called Dong Dong Never Die Judgment Day, which is a fighting game made on like some fighting game engine. That is
Mhm,
the roster is a bunch of like Chinese guys, um,
mhm.
and like it's just images of them just pasted into a fighting game, like real people. And also for some reason, there's Mario and Corone, the Hololive
Oh,
streamer. I don't know why. Also, one of her moves is her biting herself, which I don't. I'm not. I guess I shouldn't question it because the game is weird, like as a whole. But
yeah.
worth mentioning. But eventually, at some point, I think like a bit later, we were like, let's try like Steam. Just go on Steam and try to search for fighting games. And we didn't really find a lot, but we did find one, which is
Mhm,
a lovely fighting game by the name of Ultra Fight Dakianta 2. I don't know where the
mhm.
2 comes from, because as far as I know, there's no Ultra Fight Dakianta 1. Um, so
Uh-huh.
uh, the character sprites, to start off, the character sprites and the general art style of the game looks like it was made in MS Paint. Um, and that's especially true for the character sprites. I think that the art in general has like the kind of look of like someone who could make competent art but is actively choosing not to. uh,
Like a like going against the grain, kind of.
yeah, like Fia just sent an image of an owl, uh, that is like recolored extremely red, and it's captioned, "He is red because he wants to fucking kill you." Thank you, Fia.
He wants
Everyone in
to
the
fucking
comments
kill.
say thank you, Fia. Um,
Everyone say happy birthday to Fia. Just
but
kidding. It's not her birthday.
yeah, but it's like it's like, especially the character portraits in particular, like it does give off the vibe of like this person knows how to draw. Maybe they're not the best artist, but they know how to, like, they know artistic skills, but they just like don't, and like out of like active consciousness for intentionally making the game look like shit. Um, and I think it's very funny. But that's not the weirdest. That's not the weird parts. So,
Hmm.
uh, one thing
Go
is it's
on.
like really fast. In terms of other, like, compared to other fighting games. So take like a character's fastest move, which is usually like their light, or in Guilty Gear it's like punch. I'd say like in Guilty Gear, fast attacks come out like frame 5. If you're really quick, they can come out like frame 3. Um,
Hmm.
and like generally speaking, games don't get faster than frame 3, and frame 3 is not, to put it in layman's terms, that means on the third frame of an animation, that's when the hitbox comes out, and so that's the quickest that you can attack the opponent.
Right.
Most games do 5, some particularly fast games do 3, and then like and of course there's a total animation time. So if you whiff it, you'll have to like, you'll be in some sort of recovery after the hitboxes are out. Generally, fast attacks can be like 15 frames total. It really depends on the game, but generally speaking, it's pretty. It can, it's not that, it's like pretty fast, but not like ridiculously fast. Ultra Fight Dakianta 2 is the ridiculously fast, because your average
Hmm.
character's light attack, so their jab, comes out in 2 frames, and the total animation time is 3 frames. Uh,
Oh.
which means that you can do them unbelievably fast. Uh, this actually has less of an impact on the gameplay that you would think. but it is kind of ridiculous. Most moves are like this, by the way. There are slower
Oh.
moves, obviously. That's just the most. Those are just the most extreme examples. But largely everything is very fast. Characters tend to be fast. Moves tend to be fast. Everything tends to be fast.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just gameplay. The weirder parts get into some of the characters, which include such wonders as the most like notable one being a character called Kanoko, which is a sentient mushroom girl.
Mm-hmm.
That the lore states is actively like hunted for as a delicacy.
Oh.
Because
my.
why not? There is there is a character that is extremely into sadomasochism. There and stuff like that. There are some characters with certain character unique mechanics that make you wonder what the heck they were doing, such as the character that when they taunt they turn invisible, or the character that when they taunt it freezes time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because why not? And there's all sorts of weird characters. And the one of them in particular ties to the weirdest part of the game, which is the story mode. So there is a character by the name of Masao, and there is also a character, in case you wouldn't have guessed, by the name of Kianta, as in the name of the game, Ultra Fight Doc Kianta 2. In the story mode, a separate relevant character is an alien by the name of Well Done. That is his name. And
That's his name?
Yeah, his name is Well Done. And so in the story mode, it is introduced right off the bat that Masao is like. So Masao's like a guy, but the immediate introduction is him like dressing up in girls' clothes and going, "God, I wish I was a woman." So that's a start. And then his mom is like, "God, why are you dressing up like a woman? Don't do that, you bitch," or whatever. I don't remember. And like, then Masao like runs away and goes to the park and is like, "Man, life sucks."
Mm-hmm.
And then Well Done comes down and he's like, "Haha, I'm going to," and I'm not kidding, I'm going to like hit you with a beam that just gives you boobs. And so now Masao has boobs. Because why not? And so his next course of action is to go to his friend Kianta and be like, "Yo, this alien came down and gave me boobs. This is crazy. I don't know what help me. I don't know what to do." And so
Hey, this alien gave me boobs. How do they look?
yeah, how do they look? And Kianta, in all his wonder, says,
Mhm.
"Don't worry, I got this. I can help you. I will be able to rid you of your boobs. You just have to let me suck on them." This is not none of what I am saying is a joke. This all genuinely happens. And then the story like actually it doesn't show anything, but it certainly gives the dialogue of the characters during it. And
Oh, good.
me and by the way, we had issues with getting this game to work over parsec, so we didn't go into the game right away. The story mode was the first thing we did. We were like, okay, so Adam can't play with me over this thing. Adam's like, "You play the story mode, and I'll watch." Because I expected the story mode to be like what a lot of other fighting games do, where it's like story and then here's the reason for fighting this character, throw you into a battle. That's not the case. There is in fact 0 battles in the story. And that
They're like
is
zero battles or like exaggerated zero battles.
there are no battles. There is not it is just dialogue. Um,
That's
there are
fucking crazy.
yeah, and it's literally, and by the way, the story ends with Kianta like finishing the sucking, um, and uh, and uh, and then it ends with him like finishing, and then he's like, well, it's not gonna take just one. You gotta like come back tomorrow, and we'll do it again. Uh, and that's the story mode. To my knowledge, there are more. The game's originally in Japanese, but any further story has not been translated yet, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
I can't confirm or deny this because I haven't bothered to check. But that's all the story that you get. Also, apparently, according to the inclusion of such a character and the explanation of the story on the character's page in the game, so Masao later in the story gets targeted by Well Done again, and this time Well Done just casually has a gender change beam and changes Masao's gender. So now he has become she and has become Masako. And according to the lore description, this just makes her stronger, which is really funny.
So she just becomes stronger.
Yeah.
Because now she's a she.
Yeah, which is, I guess, because, like, that's, who she wanted to be. Like, evident from, like, the very first pieces of dialogue in the story. But holy shit, what if the fucking, like, me and Adam were cracking ourselves up at that fucking story mode, because it's literally just smut.
It's just
yeah, like, and Adam made an art piece and sent it in the group chat that we all have, and was of like he made of us laughing at it, of like an actual piece of dialogue. Like, he took a screenshot of one of the pieces of dialogue and pasted into the art piece.
Wait, I need to find it.
Yeah, if you go, you could probably just search like from Adam, like it has image on Discord.
Because I know I know Adam made a art piece of you and him.
Yeah, there's one of me and he made one of me and him just cracking up at the fucking dialogue.
I'll find it.
Yeah, it's that game is unpaired. And you know what's funny? The fucking the game itself is extremely well made. Like, it's, well, I wanna.
Really?
Maybe not like extremely well made in the way you're thinking, but it's a genuinely fun fighting game. Like, it has a lot of depth to it, and it's surprising to me that it does, because it really feels like it. Oh, did you find it? Did you find it?
What the fuck is this? What's wrong? Did you?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh my god. Oh.
That's an actual line from the story mode. And it's that whole thing is like you know what's funnier? I went through the tutorials of the game, later on. I guess I'll give you a second to recover.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's the funniest. Look at that. It's a fighting game of all things.
Yeah. And this fucking fighting.
Oh my god, it's a fucking fighting game. Why? Why?
I don't know, man.
This is the worst thing
I
I've
have
ever
to.
seen.
After the podcast, I'm gonna stream the game to you so you can see what fucking absurdity the game is.
I need to take a shower first, and then I'll be down to just
That's
sit
fine.
down.
That's fine.
I'm down. I'm down because the event because tomorrow there's a Pokemon Go event going on. It's pretty cool. It's for Gigantamax Lapras. And I have the ticket. I bought it a while ago. And I am ready to kick some Lapras ass. Some ass first. Don't quote me on that.
Lapras.
But the event, it goes from like 2 to 5. But the Gigantamax Lapras raids happen like they happen at like midnight tonight, so I'll see some I'll be able to see some tonight if I stay up, but I probably won't. If anything, I'll be able to see it when I wake up. It's just going to be a Gigantamax Lapras raid at my house, but I can't do it because I don't have 39 other people to help me. Oh, it's the flower dance. I forgot.
No, I'll show you the wonders of that game after
Yes,
you take a shower.
I need to. After I shower, I need to see the funny game.
Yeah, it's wacky as shit. Game. Oh yeah, I swear the way River, like, I don't know, like at this point I can't tell if it's like her doing the most deep bit she's ever done or if it's like unironic, because I swear when she said game like gam, I would swear to you that I've
gam. No, yeah, the thing is that she uses it interchangeably.
Yeah, like I've heard
she goes between game and gam.
Not only have I heard her say game like normally ever since then, but I swear to you that before I noticed that, I've never once heard her say anything other than game. And I'm like tempted to go back to old Monkey Brains episodes, or even to like all the way back to the DDLC playthrough recording, which I still have, to like see if I can like find an instance of her saying game like a normal person. Like
No. I imagine she said game before because we never really thought about it. But you know what? You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I think that there's definitely examples where she literally says game out there. River, if you're listening, we're on to you.
Yeah, we're cracking the code. It's the big.
We're on to you.
It's the big River like ARG. The alternate reality gam.
The alternate reality.
Yeah, I don't like. Also, it's like I don't know. It, like, to me, her saying gam is like the equivalent of like having a typing quirk. Like, it's like why like typing quirks are always those things where it's like you're like just making things harder to comprehend, or like making things like cluttered. And River's saying gam. I don't mind it in text form, but when she says it with words, it's always like it just like throws me off of like the entire rest of the sentence, because it's like I've never like there are words where I can words that have a couple like GIF and GIF. Like I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I occasionally do say GIF, even though I'm generally someone who pronounces it GIF. Like, there are times where I say both, and it's not like, but it's never like there's a correct way to pronounce it, because a bunch of people pronounce it one way, a bunch of people pronounce it another. But game is there's a way to pronounce it, so it always throws me off so hard. Uh, and I've never heard anyone like specific like, and it's not like it's an accent either. Like,
Mhm.
there's no particular reason for River to say gam instead of game. She just does.
But like technically, like it's a pronunciation. Honestly, I fuck with it. I say Giam sometimes now. Don't get me wrong, she hates it. She hates it, but hey, I like it. I like the pronunciation. I think she had. I think that she had the
think
right idea.
she thinks she's cooking.
I think she's cooking. Chat, chat. I think she's cooking.
Chat, I'm cooking. Eat up.
I cooked up sirloin and tofu. Eat up.
Chat, I'm cooking. I made a grilled cheese.
Chat. I I'm so cooked.
Chat, I'm the roast for dinner tonight.
Chat. I'm basting myself in my own oils.
Chat, I'm oiled up.
Chat, how long are you gonna put me in the oven, chat?
Chat, I want it bouncing on it.
What? Chat, I don't think this is how you cook.
Chat, I don't think your dick is part of the recipe.
Chat, I think we need to close the kitchen. I think we need to close the kitchen.
Chat, I think this is a health violation.
Chat, what the fuck?
Chat, this dish tastes a little more fishy than usual.
Okay, wait, what does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm worried about it. Said he goes to the health inspector.
Chat, we're going to make this disgusting Krabby Patty.
Then we're making the nasty patty, chat.
That's what it was called.
Something unrelated. Apparently all of my management at my work, they want me to be a full-time cashier, which means I would get paid a lot more than I get paid now. But the thing is that there's the thing that I might be moving to another city, and so my management, they're just kind of they've been asking me, like, you know, when are you gonna go, like what's the concrete thing, you know, and they're like, because they want to do it, but at the same time, if I'm gonna go, what's the point? And so it's kind of like this little dilemma where it's like, if I go, what's the point in me becoming a cashier there? When I could just not, and it saves them money. But at the same time, I would be such a good cashier. Like, I was cashiering almost the entire day today, and I was doing so good today. I kid you not. Solidified music does solidified cashiering. Yeah, I was racking in the big bills. I'm racking in the big bills, buddy.
You should have in your cashier position, you should have like background music. Like, they come over to your cashier spot and they get to listen to some sweet tunes.
Actually, I think that's against policy, but I would love
policy.
To.
What are they gonna do? Fire you?
What are they gonna do? Fire me for breaking the rules?
Wow, that's crazy.
To hell with. That's crazy talk.
I also apologize to the viewers who have to hear me clipping my nails over my mic.
I'm sorry all the viewers who have to listen to me talk
You wish my
and
mic.
lose their brain cells.
Yeah, the you have to issue a formal apology at the start of every Monkey Brains episode. I'm sorry for
Before we
being
start
so
this
brain
episode,
rot, and I deeply apologize and will offer compensation to anyone whose lives have been unreversibly altered by my brain rot.
compensation will go up to $300 per candidate for the next 100 candidates that apply for compensation. Apply now.
If
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's not real.
every 1,000 applicants will receive a free pat on the head.
They will receive a free Monkey Brains promo uh, card pack.
Along with our exclusive mug.
Collect all the Monkey Brains, including
When we
River.
sell merch, we just have like a coffee mug that just says #1 monkey.
And then we sell another one
greatest
that's
monkey.
like, I lost all my brains.
Yeah, we just have one where, you know, those like heat sensitive mugs where it like has like the image that shows up based on like how filled your cup is. We have
Yeah.
that for a coffee cup, and it's just a brain. So the more you drink from the monkey brain mug, the less brain you have.
What if the mug was a slightly transparent brain mug, and the more you
Like
drink out of
shaped
it,
like
the more
one?
empty. Kind of, but like a brain decal around the mug with like the Monkey Brains logo, and it was slightly transparent. And when you drink out of the mug, the more empty the brain mug would get. So that means that the more you drink it, the more idiot you are. I don't know.
Drinking my brain juice.
I'm drinking my brains out. Oh, this drink is sucking my brains. I'm sucking my brains out.
It's like you know that one thing from thing in a Cuphead where Mugman pulls the straw up and drinks from it in his pre-battle animation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was an animation about that. I think it was, what was it? It was
A game theory.
Primations, right?
Oh yeah, there was there was also that, but
actually, I think it was a Flash Gets.
I do remember a Cuphead animation of him drinking from his mug and like Cuphead freaking out about that or something.
Actually, I think it was Hot Diggity Demon.
Maybe that name sounds familiar, but I can't say anything.
He's the one that does the brain dump show.
Not familiar.
You know that.
Still not familiar.
You know, Goofball, the cartoon ghost.
Still not familiar.
Yuck.
I thought you were gonna. I honestly thought you were going to bring up. There's a game theory episode about like what is the liquid in Cuphead and Mugman's head. Interesting premise for a theory. But I remember like one of the points in it was like how like he pointed out how Mugman drank from it. And I think the conclusion of the episode was that the liquid in their head is moonshine. Because apparently Elder Kettle was running an underground moonshine business, and he drinks it before a match to get like buzzed or whatever you would get from you get drunk. I don't know what moonshine has, but as far as I know, it's not good. Like most alcoholic beverages. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look up moonshine ingredients. How to make moonshine. Easy step-by-step process. Yeah, I'd love to learn. I really want
Let's
to
do
know.
let's do that. Let's make a bunch of liquor.
Yeah. It's yeah, just like okay. It's basically like you need a straight up moonshine still. Uh, you need to basically you need to ferment it yourself. Uh,
Oh,
and then like yeah, it's a process. It's just alcohol. It's not really. All you really need to know is that there's alcohol, which we all know. Also,
I love
I I noticed you
alcohol.
or well,
Yeah,
obviously, but you made a Blue Sky account recently.
I did. For those who don't know, I had deleted my Twitter account because I had no use for it anymore. And I kept it that way for a long time. But what viewers may not know is that I had recently came across um a particular thingamabob called Blue Sky. And it's not like I didn't know about it because everybody knows about Blue Sky,
Mm-hmm.
considering the whole thing with it being quite literally Twitter but better.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with Blue Sky is that it's quite literally a better it's quite literally a better version of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all here for it. Especially considering that it's been a while since I've had an app like that, and River, when me and her were in a call, we ended up just kind of having that type of connection. Well, why did I say connection? That conversation about it. Because she has it, but I didn't. And so she basically was like, hey, let's get you Blue Sky. And I was like, okay. Wait, isn't that an animation thing that died? And she was like, no, you silly Billy.
Ain't that those people that made Ice Age?
Ain't those people that made Spies in Disguise?
Ain't that them those people that done did made Ice Age?
Didn't they done diddly day done diddle?
Didn't they did um yeah I created a I mainly made a Blue Sky when like the whole AI training thing was going on and everyone was moving there, so it was like move there, why not? It's and honest, I'm just on both nowadays, mainly because of Blue Sky. Like, there's still plenty of people that haven't jumped ship or are like still on the in between, or and especially because I like with Twitter's timeline, I've been on there long enough that it's kind of to the point where it's showing me a lot of the stuff that I want to see anyway. So it's not like I'm like if I go to Blue Sky, I've been weirdly getting uh a lot of
Mhm.
like crochet stuff. I don't know why. Um
Crochet?
yeah, or I don't think crochet like I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Like needle felting or something. I don't know. A bunch of that
Mm.
stuff. And it's like I don't know why that's so prevalent on my timeline because I don't interact with anything remotely similar to that. Um and
Mhm.
I don't and I also get like a bunch of photography stuff. I kind of don't scroll the like discover timeline on Blue Sky too much cuz it's all over the place, honestly. Um with like what's there and like
Mhm.
you never know what you're gonna find there. Most of the stuff I really don't care too much about. Um, and so I just kind of stay on Twitter for the stuff that I can more easily care about on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, Blue Sky's generally. I also I
Yeah.
it's funny because I do in fact wait, like you posted like you like that you made a blue sky, and I was like, and I like saw it and I was like, all right, I'll follow you. And then River like
Yeah.
is like, but you could follow me too if you want. I and you know, I honestly I don't follow
Hmm.
River neither on Blue Sky or Twitter. I don't know if it matters on Twitter anymore. I think she's jumped ship completely.
Yeah, no, she's jumped.
But I I like, even
Hmm.
if like my general thing is like I follow people or accounts or whatever because I want to see the stuff on my timeline. Like, me not
Yeah.
following a friend is not that I hate the friend, it's that they retweet things that I'm not particularly interested, or post about things that I'm not like too into. So it's like I I can follow you, but like at the same time I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to be scrolling past your posts, so like there's not much point. Um, so
Fair enough.
I just tend to not, and it's not I don't want anyone that I like, any friends that I have that I don't follow, to take it as like I'm like not like interested in you or something, or it's like
Fuck you! I don't follow
yeah,
you because you.
it's just like
Fuck
a
you.
yeah, fuck you, I hate you. um it's just like a difference of like interests of what you're going to post. And to be fair, I don't really share like I it's not like I have a lot of like, I feel like what you would post on there would be a lot of like Pokemon stuff. uh
That and music, probably.
that and music. I mean, like, I could follow. I'm down with music. That's uh like I think like there is an extent to where that you don't post a lot of what I'm interested in, but like it's also like it's also the fact that you just don't post a lot in general. So um
Yeah, I'm not that big of a poster.
yeah.
I'm a
Uh
human.
as far like, I've checked River's Blue Sky account, uh and she posts fairly often. So
Hmm.
uh the like eh, I'm just not just don't have too much vested interest in the things she posts. And you know, no offense to her, obviously, like I've been saying. uh
Hmm.
but I've been trying to, I have a I follow like, most of my follow list on Blue Sky is just people I was following on Twitter that moved over, so I follow them on Blue Sky as well. um I also,
I'm actually
there was
gonna.
a hmm?
I'm actually gonna sign into Blue Sky on my computer.
Oh yeah. It is funny how like both the like like the app and the website are both like, you go to them and it's like, wow, they really just took the layout of Twitter and like changed like two things.
Yeah, that's quite literally. That was my reaction. I was like, "What the fuck? No way!
Yeah, like
No way! This is exactly what this is." Because it's quite literally what it was before, but
yeah.
it's like a little bit better, and I like it. And oh my god, I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, like just looking at the app compared to like what Twitter it looks like. So, uh, the major differences that I notice is, one, the comment icon is square. Sure. Number
Hmm.
two, uh, the the discover following tabs, you know, on the top are not centered; they are left aligned. Also, okay, whatever.
Hmm.
Third, for some reason, they have it so that there's just a button for your profile at the bottom bar. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't like, that's not. It's a feature where it's like, it's not like a positive or negative addition that it's different. It's just like, okay, that's a thing, interesting, and that's about it. um, but like, I also like, there's also like a kind of extent where I kind of went on Blue Sky and was, with the amount that like there was this level of
Mhm.
level of like, I want to say personability, if that's a word. The like there like there's more people. Like it doesn't feel like I'm going to a website full of it's less like I'm walking into a crowd of like I'm walking into Times Square at rush hour. It's more like
Mhm.
I'm walking into like a small gathering in like a just like in like someplace downtown. Like I'm not in like I don't feel like I'm completely surrounded by people. I feel like there's like not enough people where like you can approach and talk to each other without like having to shout over the constant noise. Um, in an extent, and
Mhm.
I to be honest, I kind of was like hoping, like maybe if I go on here and post a bit more, and maybe I'll like meet some people that I can like share interests with and talk about. That didn't really happen.
Mhm.
um, and it was more like a like that thing in the back of my head where it's probably not gonna happen, but like it would be really nice if it did. Because I'm fucking terrible at making friends, and like I always say that. I always say like,
Mhm.
my God, I never make friends. I'm so bad at it, and like 90% of the friends that I have are because I went up to them and was like, hey,
Mhm.
like that's just like I mean that's kind of uh that's just kind of like I met Fia that way. Back when we were in the
Mhm.
subreddit server. I went up to her and was like, "Hey, neat thing you're doing," and we
Mhm.
kept talking from there. Or uh, the person who shall not be named, despite the fact that I've named them on the podcast before. Um, I met him because I commented on a post he made. Granted, it was to help him with the problem he was having, but
Mhm.
uh, I helped him with that problem, and then he had every other problem under the sun that I never could fix. So uh, sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder if he's ever bothered or to watch any of these episodes, and I imagine the answer is no. I don't think he's even watched one. I did tell him about the existence when this started because we were still in contact at the time. Um, and I think when was our first episode published? Hang on, I gotta check.
um, I want to say like a month before. I think.
I have my glasses off. I gotta squint for this shit. Um, episode one was posted. What's the date? September 3rd, 2023. Okay, so the by the time we started our podcast, I was about September,
Mhm.
October, November, December. Three, almost 4 months away from the end of the relationship. Uh,
Mhm.
so I was still technically with him at the time. Um, and so like I was still
Mhm.
like, hey, I'm doing a podcast. If you wanna, you should check it out. I don't think he ever did. And he definitely doesn't. If even if he did like watch a episode, I have a high confidence that he has not watched anything
Mhm.
since. And
Probably not.
it does. I mean, not in a way like more in a way that it's not the kind of thing that he would, watch. Uh, and
Yeah. Fair enough.
yeah, there's anyway. I get enough about him. You've heard enough about him in this podcast. I know what I hold it. Oh, well, I can't fucking speak. I had a whole episode talking about him, and that's enough for one lifetime of this podcast. Um, but yeah, and I I wish like I could. I don't know. It's the kind. I have this like balancing act of friends where it's like the the podcast friends I can keep up with because we meet every week. Asterisk. Um,
We try. We try.
we try to meet every week. But like
We try and we try.
a lot of other friends that I have, I'm really bad at. Nice screenshot of your. That is so much money from farming. Goodness gracious.
A lot of it was potatoes.
I can tell. It's the potato icon to the side there. Uh, but I'm very bad at staying in contact with with other friends. Like I've mentioned my friend who does streaming, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been just kind of bad at keeping in contact with them, and I feel bad because it's never like whenever that happens, it's always like it's the longer that it takes, the more awkward it is to reinitiate conversation, and that I just feel bad because now I'm just like I'm like I start to get more awkward with like actually trying to bring something up to them, and then I uh like I'll and I'm just like I'm in like like their server, and they obviously stream, so I'm like watching the stream, but I don't really say much in the server and haven't really sent I've yet to send a single message in their chat. And so it's like I'm like I want to talk to them and I want to hang out with them and I want to be friends with them, but god, I'm so
Mm-hmm.
bad at doing that.
I mean, overall, the whole thing of like talking, people in general is the. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do that on like damn near daily basis. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna go and talk to fucking people who play Pokemon Go. I don't even know. Um, and I'm gonna drive 24 minutes for it because that's how we do it. But I don't know. I find myself kind of getting worn out, and even when it comes to like having those like past like um I guess relations with people, like it's difficult to kind of um it's very difficult to kind of like put aside the whole thing of it's hard to put aside like the hardships and to kind of press on, um even when it's like there's certain people who you want to talk to again, just like to talk to them again and be their friend, um but unfortunately it's kind of it's a little bit iffy, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I don't
like
know.
for me, like a lot of those friends, like some of those friends I've just kind of like did get to that point of I didn't talk to them for a while, so we've just kind of not talked, and it'll probably remain that way. Um, but like it like it's one of those things where I just want like I'd prefer that to happen as least as possible. And in the case of any friend that I make now, it's like, okay, I gotta stop getting into this loop. Talk to them, you bitch. um, I wanted to. I've been meaning to ask them to hang out, but I'm awkward. I have social anxiety even when talking to my friends. Like, uh, the thing is that like with it's also the case with like all the monkey brains. It's like, well, I hang around you weirdos for long enough that I can just kind of stroll in and be like, yo, what's up, fuckers?
What
And
lady haters.
they call me the virgin killer.
They call me the Persian killer because I actually killed them.
And they call me the virgin killer, not because not because I like fuck them, but because I actually just murder people.
I just straight up kill them. I shoot them in the face.
They call me the hitman.
You call me the hit woman.
Yeah.
Because I do. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They call me the hit woman because I like to hit on women.
They call me the hit on guy. The hit on guy. Because I have a hit on a guy.
They
And
call
don't
they nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
That's funny.
We're almost at an hour 30, which would make this half an episode. Which is exactly what it should be. Don't you need to take a shower?
Soon. But I do dare ask.
Yeah.
Was this a good half episode? Would you say?
No, it was utter dog shit, and I'm never doing this again.
Oh my god!
Honestly,
alrighty.
Cool to hang out with you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll be hanging out more. River just replied to your Stardew picture with "Holy shit, what?"
What? Oh my gosh, that's.
I mean, we'll hang out more after because I got to show you the silly fighting game. After your shower. But you know, good to have a sit down chat.
Tatas! I didn't spell it right. I'm gonna get.
You just missed an.
Police.
I mean, you just missed an E. Honestly, a fair mistake to make.
Potatoes, baby. Just potatoes. What?
They call me the Irish. Only potatoes. But hey, good hangout. Our off-camera shenanigans will further the hangout, but
yes, but in terms of podcasting, I think this is where a good half episode should become a half.
Hey, thanks for watching. We needed to put this out so we get paid.
Yes.
We're not monetized.
Otherwise, I don't get my payment unless I do. Well, we don't get paid.
I pay everyone. I pay everyone a fair salary of $0.
Yeah, it's honestly better than the pay I get at my work.
Yeah, you get like
almost $17 an hour. Nothing can beat $0 an hour to be on.
Yeah, like zero is like. See, 0 is a really powerful number because, like, say you take 100 and you put a 0 at the end. Now you have 1,000. Like 0 is such a good number. Like you can never go wrong with getting 0 or something.
Yeah, it's very powerful. You can put 2 zeros. You can say that your salary per hour is in the double digits.
Yeah, and you can like divide. You can like divide 2 salaries, and then the world will explode because you divided by 0.
Because you can't divide by 0. You divide by 0, and you just get like explosion emoji. This is what happens to the world. This is what happens 1 second before the world explodes when dividing by 0.
Dame done no.
Dame done no. I put a picture of Yakuza, but Dame done no. And he's just smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that's his name, Yakuza.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not his name, but people know what.
No, it's not his name. His name is Dame Dane Guy.
Yeah, and this is his enemy.
Such a blueberry. Well, thanks. Yeah, get us views. This ain't a full episode, but like it's shorter, so you're more incentivized to watch the whole thing.
Upvote it, guys. Upvote it. Upvote it. Upvote it right now.
Yeah, upvote this video. Post it to Reddit on r/videos.
R/slash
Please.
videos. Let's do it. Let's put it in the hashtag
R/slash
videos and
podcast.
images. Put it in the hashtag images and videos Discord chat of your guys' servers. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Put it in the post it in the video. Put us around. Be as annoying as possible. That's how we'll get all the views. And nobody can blame us because we're not the ones doing
it. guys, get me health insurance.
Chat, kill this guy.
Chat, suck this guy's list.
Chat, suck this guy's breasts. Chat, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below.
Hit that notification bell so you don't miss another episode of the Monkey Brains podcast, and we will see you guys next time.
Yep. And remember